He's Wright Thompson. New book, The Barn, The Secret History of a Murder in Mississippi, now available online wherever books are sold. The Barn tells the story of Emmett Till, 14-year-old African-American boy killed in Mississippi in 1955 after being accused of offending a white woman. And Wright's investigation takes a deep dive into the case and cover-up that followed. Great to talk to you again. Heavy topic, but it's a wonderful story of how you tell it, investigate it, and pay tribute to Emmett Till and his family. When did you decide that you were going to take a deep dive into a topic that's been around for many, many, many decades?
I was working on a sports story about Avery Bradley from the Los Angeles Lakers, and he is from Mount Bio, Mississippi. And one of the witnesses, it turns out, in the murder trial of the killers of Emmett Till was last name was Bradley. And so I started trying to find out if they were related, and they weren't. But in the process, someone said to me, "Do you know about the barn?" And I said, "What barn?" And I got obsessed. I mean, before, this was a personal quest for someone trying to understand their home long before there was a magazine assignment or a book assignment, because it started to emerge to me that that this barn and the way that it had been erased from the American story was a kind of vessel for American history. I mean, it's, you know, uh, my book publicist always tells me I'm supposed to make comparisons so that people know if they want it. But, I mean, it really is sort of the intersection of like Sapiens and Devil in the White City. I mean, it's one of those stories that has a lot of threads that at the beginning, you're going to wonder, what does any of this have to do with this barn and this murder? And by the end of it, you're not entirely sure why this isn't how you were taught history in school.
Well, that's what I was wondering. They sort of, this is a nondescript barn. There's not a landmark there that, it's not people can go to this, I'm guessing. And your family's farm is what, 20 miles from this barn? So you grew up not knowing that was there?
I mean, our family farm is, I mean, our headquarters is exactly 23 miles because I measured it and I didn't know it existed. It just sits there. And, it's somebody's barn. There's Christmas decorations and
Wow.
a Johnson 9.9 horsepower motor. And luckily for me and for activists, and especially for the Till family, the guy who owns the barn is a really nice guy. And so lets people lets people visit it, and was very open to all of this. And I just started going over and over again. And so, I mean, it's funny in a way that, a Los Angeles Lakers story turned into this, but I mean, it's been 4.5 years of my life trying to tell the story of this murder. And more importantly, there's some real heroes, man, who are working to keep memory alive in the face of erasure. And like, I don't want to get maudlin about it, but I mean, it's just a real honor to meet some of these folks. Reverend Wheeler Parker from Chicago, who was Emmett Till's cousin, best friend, next door neighbor, rode the train south with him in 1955, was in the house with him the night that he was taken. The kidnappers and killers pointed the flashlight and the gun in his face first. And he is, he's a minister in Chicago and has spent the rest of his life trying to keep people from forgetting. I mean, so, I don't, again, I don't want to sound maudlin, but like, it really was the honor of a lifetime to just get to meet some of these, I mean, great Americans. I don't know another way to put it.
What do you want to come out of this?
I would like, I would like people to read a story that is entertaining and informative, sure. But at the end of it, because the book focuses on 36 square miles of the place where I'm from, I hope that people are inspired to want to know about the 36 square miles around where they're from, or where, or where they live. And to, I'm a very proud, patriotic American. And I think it is incumbent on those of us who believe in the miracle and promise of the American experiment to always be trying to make it better, and to always be willing to find learn, internalize, and speak the truth about the place where we're from and the place that we love.